Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Unedited, where we talk all things sales, marketing, and mindset. My name is Lauren Nelson, and today we are getting back into some mindset talk. I know I wanted to get into some sales talk, but I feel like there's a few more things that we need to lay down foundationally in our minds up here before we even start touching the technical things, okay? So today I want to talk about what the process of finding clarity in your business looks like. Ooh, let me make this focus. Okay, so what I've realized is that taking action with no clarity, with no direction, is a lot easier than it is to sit down and do the hard work. And the hard work looks like processing through what you want, trying to get a better understanding of what it is that you want to create, getting to the root of your problems, getting to the root of your why, and getting to the root of what it is that you want to provide to your clients and customers. The reason why I say this is always the hardest is because it takes the most mental work. It takes getting peace of mind. It takes having a clear mind, and it takes really for you to sit down and do nothing. Sometimes the biggest blessings that we can give ourselves is just sitting down with ourselves and with our thoughts and allowing them to process. Sometimes the answers aren't always in the action, even though a lot of times the answers are in the action, right? I don't want anyone to get this confused where you think that you should just be thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and not taking any action at all. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking to specifically the people who know they aren't getting the results that they're looking for in their business. They know that they want to pivot in a way, but they just aren't clear on the how. They know that they want to create from a space of love and a space of, being very customer centric and being what was the word I was gonna say? I forgot. Anyways, but essentially, want to show up and show out as their best selves for themselves and their customers. And that takes time. It takes time to sit and process and listen to your intuition and get connected with God and really co-create with this thing. But if you're never taking the time to sit back and listen, right? We're always asking. I don't care if you're asking God, your ancestors, whoever, the universe. When you ask, you also have to take time to listen. And that is probably one of the biggest pieces that has helped me throughout this journey and, has helped me continuously gain clarity as I go throughout this process in my own business. But taking time to step back and just let things go and let things be and see how they come together, see what answers I get in the quietness of my mind. And that comes through meditation, that comes through going for my walks, that comes through doing my journaling, showers, right? Listening to calming music. All those things play such a large factor into quieting my mind and allowing me to be able to hear the answers that I'm looking for. Connect the pieces that I'm trying to connect, right? So that's just the first thing when it comes to really finding your next steps in business and getting clear on where it is that you need to go and what it is that you need to do. Now, the other point that I want to make is that it's not always easy. It is not always easy going on this process, and and a lot of times when it does get a little bit, rough, or our brains start working a little bit in overtime, we get nervous, we start getting anxious. And sometimes this can look like going to things that help distract us, right? Going back into those procrastinating habits, going back to scrolling on social media, going back to trying to go out with friends to distract us from the work that we really need to do. All of those things play such a huge part in distracting us from the clarity that we're looking to get in both our lives and business. And so just be sure that while you're asking, you're also doing the work yourself to take that step back and be mindful of the time that you're spending alone, and be mindful of the time that you're allowing yourself to process and really get a better understanding of where it is that you need to go. The last thing that I want to mention on this point is, while yes, it may be hard, you need to understand that through this process, sometimes it won't be linear. You won't always have the answers immediately. Some days might just be, oh cool, like I got 2 things complete, while you're processing and trying to figure things out. But know that there's no right answer to figuring it out. Sometimes it just takes time. Sometimes it even takes time working on yourself and getting clear on who you are, right? To get clear on what you want for your business. It is all a process, and it requires you to have grace with yourself. It requires you to be patient with yourself, because if you're not, you will get frustrated and you'll feel like you're not on the right path or you're not on the right track, when in reality, everyone has their own timeline. And you're on the right timeline as long as you're actively trying to seek out the knowledge that you need to make out your next steps, and also actively trying to give yourself that space in your mind to allow new things to come in, right? So that you can figure it out. So maybe even ask yourself, like, what are the things that may be cluttering my mind right now that's stopping me, that's hindering me from receiving new information? What people are in my life right now that may be stopping or hindering me from taking those next steps? Things to think about. So that was all I wanted to share today, but I think that's just a very important concept to understand, especially if you feel like you're in a phase of transition. If you feel like right now you may be a little bit stuck and don't know exactly what your next steps are, it's important to understand that this process is not always linear. And sometimes it might take a little bit more time than you expect. But as long as you're asking and you're taking the time to listen and receive, and you're making the space to listen and receive, you will continue on the right track in your journey. So with that being said, I know this is another mindset video, but we will be switching it up soon. Like I said, I always want to make sure I'm listening to my intuition. So I hope whoever this video is for, it did you justice. And yeah, please, if you have not already, go ahead and, I am so tired, I'm sorry. That's the sucky part about this series, because I'm really not editing these videos. I can't wait till the series is over, as much as I love doing it. But at the end of these 30 days, I'm going back to editing my videos, because y'all have seen all the nonsense I've been doing. Yawning, my nose itches every 5 seconds. I digress. Anyways, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you hated this video, like, comment, subscribe. I don't care. Do it. Thank you. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, and be sure to continue holding yourself accountable, showing up for yourself, and being the best you possible, because the world needs you in your life, girl and boy. We need you. So I'll talk to you tomorrow, and have a great rest of your day. And last thing, I promise, check out my other videos. We had a whole blast last week talking all things mindset and how we can start preparing ourselves to become the person that does the things that gets the results that we want. Last week's videos, they're waiting for you, okay? Either on Instagram or on YouTube. But again, I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.